So today I wanted to share with you guys a nice exercise that can get you playing and connecting your triads across all sets of the strings, because that's something I find with a lot of my students is that while we learn our triads all the way up the neck and harmonize major scales and all of these other ways, sometimes when you're actually in the heat of the moment and you're trying to play any chord and go through some different inversions in a real musical setting, sometimes our knowledge falls through. So for the systematic approach, what we're going to do is we're going to play all inversions of a singular triad. So we're not doing all of the triads in a key, but we're going to stick to one specific chord type. And we're going to go across all 4 sets of strings, and we're going to play all 3 inversions on each set of the strings by the time we're done the exercise. Sorry if you just heard my cat yell in the background. So my cat Max decided he was so excited about triads he had to hop in this video. So let's start this exercise. We're going to use the chord B flat major as our basis. And the way that this exercise works is we're going to start as low on the neck as we can, and the lowest B flat I can play is going to be this 6-5-3 on the E, A, and D strings. And what we're going to do is we're going to go from this root position chord. We're going to go to the next set of strings. So now I'm on 5-3-3, and it's now become a B flat over D chord, or B flat with the 3rd in the bass. Then I'm going to go to this next set of strings, and I get 3-3-3. This is B flat over F, or B flat with my 5th in the bass. Then I'm going to go up to this root position B flat major on the top 3 strings. So I'm 3-3-1 there. And if you don't know these shapes, I have lots and lots of videos detailing how to go across these and play these shapes. But hopefully me talking you through these is helping. So this idea is super useful because it connects B flat. Once we get up, I would go back down. It helps you see these possibilities. So if you were say you're on B flat for a while, rather than jumping up all your inversions this way, you can go horizontally as well. And you can see all of these usable shapes, which is a huge benefit. Now, we're not done, so we did B flat there. Now, let's start from our next inversion. So that would be B flat over D, and that's going to be up here. So I have 10, 8, 8 is my fingering. So I go from here. It's going to jump to this B flat with the 5th in the bass on the next set of strings. So now I'm 8, 8, 7. Then it's going to go to B flat in root position, which is 8, 7, 6. Then we're going to jump to 7, 6, 6 at the top, which is a 3rd and bass chord on the top set of strings. So once again, this would go 3rd and bass, 5th and bass, root position, 3rd and bass. And I hope this is starting to kind of make sense why this is a useful way to practice these and kind of consolidate this information, is because you get all of these chords in an actually usable context. So if you're vibing out on a B flat chord, you have, and I cheated and threw a 9 in there, but it gives you a nice framework of kind of grabbing these chords and helps you see them all across the neck. Now, we have one more inversion to start from, so let's do that way up here, and we have B flat over F, or B flat with the 5th in the bass. So this triad shape is going to be not 11, sorry, 13, 13, 12. That's going to go to a root position voicing on my next set of strings, which is going to go to a 3rd and bass, root position is 13, 12, 10. Then it's going to be 12, 10, 11. And this is a 3rd and bass chord, and then we're going to get a 5th and bass chord again with this B flat over F. I am on 10, 11, 10. So, starting from that 5th and bass, we would get And again, we could do this for any major or minor triad. And actually, let's do that just to give you an example. We'll do the exact same thing a little bit quicker in the key of B flat. So let's say we're B flat minor. Our opening triad is going to be here, which is 6-4-3. That's going to become 4-3-3. That's going to become 3-3-2. And then lastly, that's going to be 3-2-1. So one more time, we would have And then had a little brain lag there. Okay, next triad inversion is going to be a third and bass, so we start on this 9, 8, 8, and that's going to go like this. Then we're going to end up on a fifth and bass, so I'm 8, 8, 6. Then it's going to be root position 8, 6, 6. Then we're going to end up finally 6, 6, 6. Down we go. Then if we were to do the same thing, but now we've got our fifth in the bass, starting from our third inversion here, we get 13, 13, 11, 13, 11, 10, 11, 10, 11, and then lastly we would end up with 10, 11, 9. Then again, work our way back down. And so I hope this is coming across why this is a super useful way to practice, where you can use these triads, practice them in boxes, and get them into, you know, practical applications across the neck, because this kind of breaks you out of being only comfortable on one set of strings, which is a really common thing I'll see where people will play up that way, which of course sounds great, but you can also create really musical cascading results where you go. The other thing that's kind of interesting that I'll throw in as maybe an extra tip is you could mess around with bouncing between these. So lowest, middle, that kind of thing. It can almost mimic like a two-handed piano player playing. So what did I do there? I played root position, then I jumped to fifth and bass, then I came back to third and bass, and then I went up to my root position. So there's lots and lots of room for you to play around with these major and minor chords and exercises, and it just helps you kind of block them in so that they're a little bit more memorable and a little bit more applicable to real musical situations. So I really hope you found this video useful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Truly helps me out more than you could know. If you like my lessons and want to support my channel, I have a Patreon. There's a link to that in the description. You get a week's early access to videos and some other exclusive perks. I'd love to see you over there. If you want to take a guitar lesson with me, I have a link to that in the description down below. I work with all genres and all levels of students. I'd absolutely love to sit down and work with you on whatever's troubling you on the guitar. And last but not least, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you get to have some fun on the guitar. See you in the next video.